Hello. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for your continued support during this difficult quarantine period.
We would have never survived without all of you.
We think the state is getting ready to allow us to open up again, and we'd like to discuss what that's going to look like at the studio for you.
Now, when we reopen, we know some of you may choose to wait and continue your practice at home.
We understand, and that's why we're going to be taking this slowly and cautiously.
We're going to continue to offer the live streaming schedule, as well as HY Now. But as the state gives us the go-ahead, we'll begin to add studio classes.
Those in-studio classes are going to follow proper social distancing procedures, which means we'll have a maximum of 9 students plus 1 instructor in the main studio. And we will also have a non-contact thermometer at the front door to screen everyone for fever before entering.
Now, entering is going to be a completely different process. We are going to have to stagger it, allowing only 2 students into the foyer at any one time. One will be directed to the large cubbies in order to put their things away, the second student to the smaller cubbies, allowing 6 feet distance between them and the desk staff. As those 2 students make their way into the main studio, we will then allow 2 more students into the foyer. Now, this means a few things for you. One, please, you will have to register in advance for all classes. We won't be taking any walk-ins. Second, please come 15 minutes before class to allow time in order to enter the facility and also enter the main studio.
Once you do arrive in the main studio, you'll notice that we've placed markers on the floors to tell you where to put your mats. This will ensure that everyone is properly spaced out according to CDC guidelines of a minimum of 6 feet between each student.
You will also notice some camera equipment because yes, we will be live streaming these classes from the studio, but our intent is to only show the instructor so the rest of the class will not be visible.
Remember the acronym BYOP, Bring Your Own Props. We are not going to be having community props in the studio at this time, so you will need to bring your own from home. If you don't have your own at home, you can reach out to Kathy and she will be happy to help you get some.
Now, after class, we're going to have to follow that same staggered procedure in order to exit the main studio into the foyer and then eventually outside, allowing again only 2 students in the foyer at any one time. We ask that any socializing take place outside the studio between yourselves and with the instructor.
Once everyone is clear, we will take the time to properly sanitize the studio before the next class starts.
Now, we know this is really different than what you're used to. It's different for us as well.
We don't know what the future is going to hold, but this is at least going to get the studio open in some capacity in the near time.
This is just our first step at coming up with the reopening plan, but we wanted to share it with you to give you some peace of mind and to let you know that your well-being is our first and foremost priority.
We would love to see you all again at the studio, but we know that's probably going to take some time before that happens. In the meantime, please continue to take the live streaming classes and the pre-recorded classes on HY Now.
So this Memorial Day weekend, as we all learn new ways to celebrate the unofficial start to summer, Mark and I want to wish you health in your mind, body, and spirit. We hope to see you on Zoom and in the studio in the foreseeable future.
Namaste.
Namaste.